you want to hit your driver farther, the one thing that you have to do is find the center of the club face. Come back, we'll talk about it. Okay, welcome back. Now, I think you all know that the more that we find the center of the club face, and again, it doesn't matter what club you're swinging, the more distance we're going to achieve out of our golf swing. Now, with the driver, a lot of our off-center hits might just be because of how we place this golf club behind the golf ball. Let me explain. We'll do a little close-up. Let's take a closer look at this. Hopefully, we all know in the geometry of the golf swing, because the golf ball in our setup is more forward in our stance, and the ball is not on the ground, it is on a tee, and if we put our body into a launch condition to launch this ball, we are not returning the club to the ground, we are actually swinging more up on the ball than we are swinging down. So, what do we need to do to assure that we find more center hits off our driver? Well, this is what I see more than not. Setting up to the golf ball with the golf ball in the center of the face. Now again, in the golf swing of the driver, we're swinging more up, so the golf club is off the ground. So if I just pick this golf club up, you're going to clearly see that that ball is moving toward the heel of the driver. So again, if I set it down behind the sweet spot, hit up on the golf ball, I'm finding the heel. So what can we do to help us assure that we're going to find more of the center of the face with this driver? Well, here's the two options. Find your ball position, get yourself measured, and what I mean by measure is find the center of the golf club right behind the golf ball. So right now, I am hovering this driver above the ground, and that's where you make your swing. Now, if you don't like to hover the ball or the club, here's the other option. Find the center of the face and then let the driver just set on the ground. So now hopefully you can clearly see from the camera there that that golf ball is more between the sweet spot and the toe of my golf club. Now when I pick this club up, you can see now that it's more in the center of the face. And again, we're hitting the driver up, not down. All right, so we looked at the close-up, and hopefully you understand what I was talking about how the driver is set on the ground behind the golf ball or hovered, okay? So let's put it to application. What I did was, went down to the local dollar store, bought a can of Dr. Scholl's foot spray for about $1, sprayed the face of my club, and don't be afraid guys, it's powder. It's not going to ruin your $500 driver. It'll wipe off and you won't even know it's there when you're done, okay? So let's put this to application, okay? Now, after we find our ball position and our setup, what I do, and again, this is me, it's not you, okay? I have a hard time hovering the golf club above the ground, so I need to have it set on the ground. So I'm going to find the sweet spot behind the golf ball, and then I'm just going to let the driver drop. So in the camera, hopefully you can see that the golf ball is kind of between the sweet spot and the toe of my driver. So let's give it a go and see what happens. I tell you what, here's the result. Pretty good. Might be a little higher on the face, but other than that, that driver was straight and long, okay? So, if you want to know where you're hitting the ball on the face of your driver, put some powder on it, great indication of where you are actually hitting it, and then you can start understanding what you need to do to help find the center of the club face and hit that driver longer. After all, who doesn't want to hit the ball farther? If you have any questions about this particular drill or this video, give me a shout. If you have anything going on in your particular game, get in touch with me. There's no time like the present to get it fixed. And as always, until next time, guys, happy golfing, enjoy life, peace.